Hello friends, we will meet again. Uh, Today we'll learn about operators and expressions. Operators basically those symbols which operates over values and give you a result. You had studied the operators in your mathematics, in which plus, minus, division, multiplication, various operators are there which gives you a particular result. And along with the operators, we will study about expressions. Expression is necessary to express ourselves. So whenever we write a statement like a plus b, 3 plus 4, it's expression which tells you what you want. Okay, so we will learn operators, types of operators, expressions and assignment statement and precedence of operators. Okay, now what is an operator? See, operators is something which is operate over the values. See, every language supports various operators. Like in mathematics, you have arithmetic operators, plus, minus, division, multiplication. Same way, you can have the operators which relates to values, which compare to values, 5 is less than 6, 5 is equals to 5, 100 is less than 200, like this. So this less than, greater than, these are also operators, which gives you a result. These results is true and false. Okay, the same way we have various operators, as you can see this picture over here. These all operators are supported by Python. Comparison operators are relational, less than, greater than, identity, something new, membership also new, assignment operators which assigns right hand side to left hand side, arithmetic operators and logical operators. Now, see, these are the operators, specific mathematical or logical operations. Operators work on the values which are known as operands. Okay, so it's example like a and b are the operand and plus is the operator. For example, if you write 5 plus 4, 5, 4 are the operands and plus is the operator. Python supports several kinds of operators and all are here. Next is, now discuss arithmetic operators. Plus, minus, multiplication, we already know. What is plus, what is minus, like this. So, see, the usage of addition, subtraction, multiplication is same as in our mathematics, which we had studied in our primary classes. Please keep in mind that the multiplication symbol is asterisk sign, the star sign, available on your keyboard. Okay, next is, see, division, which divides numerator and denominator. See, numeral 1 is 8, numeral 2 is 4. When you divide 2 by 1, numeral 2 is divided by 1, so 4 by 8 means 0.5. Here division means complete division. It gives you complete division. Next one is percent sign. See, something new, modulus, known as the modulus. It gives you remainder of your division. Next one is floor division. Okay. Let's take examples. See, here is something. It's a program, a simple program, a very simple program, genuine program. If we run it, we get something like, see this. When you try to run it, when you try to execute this program, enter value, for example, 7, then enter value 8, and sum equals to 50. We get 50. Okay. Now, we have 7 divided by 8. This is 0.875. 7 into 8, it's 56. Now see the difference. 7% 8. If you divide 7 by 8, you will get 7 as remainder and 0 as your quotient. Okay. Now see, 7, floor division 8, double slash. This is floor division. You get 0. Let's take another. For example, if we divide 5 divided by 2, it's 2.5. If we write 5% 2, it's 1 because it is remainder. And if we write like this, it's 2. It means it is an integer division. It doesn't complete the division. Simple slash, a single slash means division is your complete division, but the floor division just give you the integer part. Okay. So these are the operators. One more is there. For example, we write 5, 2. 20. It means it is raised to power 2, which is known as exponent in the Python or in the programming. So these are the arithmetic operators. Relational operators which relates the values. Let's take some examples like numeral 1, 2, 3, string 1, 2, afternoon. Okay. These values have some values, these variables. Now, say equals to, whenever we compare two equal values, whenever we want the result that first left hand side is exactly equal to right hand side, then we need equals to. In mathematics, we write a single equals to, but in programming language, double equal to sign defines the equals to. Okay, whenever we want to compare exactly values, then it is known as, for example, see numeral 1 equals to numeral 2, 10 equals to 0. No, that's why the result is false. These relational operators always give you result in true and false. This is not equal to. This exclamation sign is the symbol of not, which you reverse. Numeral 1 not equals to numeral 2, of course. 10 is not equals to 0. That's why the result is true. Same way, we can apply these relational operators over the strings. Strings also. It compares the strings by character. Okay. So greater than, next one is less than, greater than, or equals to. Greater than or equals to means either the condition will be greater or equals to. The result will do, in the result for the greater than or equals to, you will get true if any of the condition, either the first value will greater or equal. Let's see example. See, if we write 5 greater than 5, result is 5, result is false. Now see, 5 is greater than or equals to 5, either greater or equals to, or means either this or this. Now the result is true. See, 5 greater than 5 is false. 5 is not greater than 5. 5 is equals to 5. Here we can write like this. Again, it is true. Okay. So these are the relational operators which is used to compare the two values and gives you result in true and false. So greater than equals to, and same way you can use less than equals to. Next one is logical operators. Logical operators are the operators which combines the true and false values. It means you can relate or you can merge the two relational values, two relational expressions with the help of logical operators. We have three operators: and, or, not. See, we can relate these operators with our daily life. Like and means, logical and means, if both the operands are true, then the condition becomes true. For example, in the end, we can say that we need this also, and this also. When all the conditions are in our favor, then only the condition is true. Then only the result will be true. But opposite to and, or says either do this or do this or do this. Any of the condition becomes true, then the result becomes true. This is or. See, true and true is true. But if in the simple words, we can say that in and, if we get any true, if we get any false, then the result is false. We need each and every true in our condition. Okay, not is just to reverse the result. For example, numeral 1 is 10. It means it is true, a non-zero value. If we reverse is not numeral 1, then it becomes false. Let's take example to clarify it. See, 4 greater than 5 and 4 greater than 1. Answer is false because 4 greater than 5 is false and this is true. So this becomes false and true. So the answer is false. Okay. Same way you can say 4 is less than 5 and 4 greater than 1. Now the result is, 4 less than 5 and 4 greater than 1. This is true because both the conditions are true. In the same way, when we compare this one with this and we are using or. Now see, answer is true because 4 greater than 5 is false, but 4 greater than 1 is true. And in all condition, if we get one true, then the result is true. So these are the logical operators. And see, this condition is false with the help of AND operator. And if we write not in starting like this to reverse the result, so now the result is true. In here it was false, but we used not over here, so it negate the result, it reverse the result. So these are the logical operators which we can use, and these are always calculated from left to right. If you have one statement and have and or both, then these are operated left to right. Next one is assignment augmented operator. These are some kind of shorthands. These are for our help. Like this. See, assignment operators means which these are something which assigns right hand side to left hand side. Assignment is always this. Okay, so see, assignment means right side to left side. Assignment value from right hand operator to left hand operator, simple. Now see, this is something new. Plus equals to. This statement x plus equals to y is same as x equals to x plus y. It means it calculated the value and stored the result in this variable. Whenever there are the variable which in itself there is calculation and store results in itself, then we use augmented operators. Augmented operators are same in numbers as of your arithmetic operators. See, every arithmetic operator is treated as augmented. Okay, so meaning is same. Suppose if you want to y, add it into x and store in x again, then you use x plus equals to y. Same way with minus y, multiplication y, and so on. These are augmented. Okay, so we can share an example like, see, x plus equals to 6. Firstly, we assign like x is equals to 7. Then we write x plus equals to 6. It means now you print x, it becomes 13. Means x is updated with plus with the right and right value and stored in this value itself. This is 13. It means x plus equals to 6 is same as x equals to x plus 6. So these are augmented operators, and these are some kind of shorthands. It shorter your statement. See, you don't need to write x 2 times. Okay, so these are augmented operators. Next one is identity operator. This is the facility provided by the Python, which is relates to variables based on their memory location. This identity operator is used to check whether two or more variables are referring to the same location or not. For example, if we write, see, let's say a equals to 5. Okay, and you have b equals to 5. Both are same. So हम check कर सकते, we can check that a is b. Answer is true. A is b, because if you check the address of a, it gives you this, and again if we check the address of this, it gives you this. See, both the locations are same. That's why a is b. Yes, a is b. Same way b is a. Again, it is true. Now, if we write a equals to 6, and now check a is b. This is false. Now we can check a is not b. It's same like your English language. A is not b, it's true. Yes, a is not b because we have changed the value of a to 6. Okay. So these are the identity operators which is used to check whether two variables are same, refer to same memory locations or not. Okay. We have two identity operators, is or is not. Next one is membership. Membership, what is membership? We can a member of a club or an organization or an NGO. So it means a particular member, a particular person belongs to a particular organization or not. That is a membership. So it checks whether a value in a member of the given sequence or not. See, there are two membership operators, in and not in. It relates. See, it is not in not. This is not in. But in identity, it was is not. It's same as you're in English language. For example, see, here is a list. A equals to 1, 2, 3. 2 in A, this is true. But see, 1 in A, this is seen as false. Why? Because here 1 is integer and here 1 is character. Remember this thing. Okay. Now, not in. This is the reverse of in. Then not in A. So these are the membership operators. Next one is expressions and assignments. Expressions are something that evaluates, in which we can get a result. But the statement is that is complete in itself, that we can execute and get the result. For example, see, 100 is the value, but A equals to 100 is the statement. Fine. So this is the statement in which you have left hand side and right hand side, and these statements are as per the usage of operators. For example, this is an arithmetic statement because we have used the arithmetic operators. Same way, this is a complete statement because we are using the print command to print it. This is a complete executable statement. Next one is operator precedence. Yes. What if, for example, we have, let's have an example, 5 minus 4 into 3. Result is minus 7. Okay, because according to Bodmer's rule of mathematics, I'm sure you know that the Bodmer's rule of mathematics to calculate the expressions, whether we calculate the multiplication first or the plus, of course, we always solve brackets first. Then the turn comes for the power, and then for the division and multiplication, then for the plus minus. So here, first multiplication done, and then subtract 5, and the result is minus 7. Now, if we write 5 minus 4 like this, and you write multiply 3. Now the result is different. Okay, it means you have changed the priority of calculations of your operator. Which operator calculated first? Here multiplication done first, here minus done first. So this is the known as the precedence of your operator. Which operator calculated first? Each and every language has the precedence, so that calculations can be done. Evaluation of expression is based on precedence of operators, always. So see, parenthesis can override the precedence, of course, and equal precedence, if we have a statement with equal precedence operators, for example, we have plus and minus both, then it get executed left to right always. Is the operator which encountered in left first, that will execute it first. So this is the precedence of your operators. Here is the complete chart. See, the exponent has the highest priority, then plus, minus, and so on, so on, and so on. Logical have the least priority. So these are the precedence of your operators. Hope you enjoyed this session and get the lot of information about the operators. Now you can continue with the main programs. Programming list is attached with this video. So please go through that and practice it, because operator is an important topic to solve the various calculations. Okay, thank you so much.